Okay, so you are currently looking at the Logitech G733, the famous Logitech G733. Yes, I finally have this. I cannot freaking wait. Well, actually, you know what? That was a lie. I have had this headset for quite a while. Okay, so first impression right off the bat, it is absolutely so freaking pretty. I mean, just look at it. Just it's so freaking cute, and I know it's too big for my head, but I actually think that that's what makes it cute. You know, it's like Eve from Wall-E. Okay, so I just wanna jump right into talking about what I really like about the headset. I have been using it almost every day. It's got its own software. Of course, I think almost all of Logitech's gear has its own software, which is pretty cool. This is what the software looks like. It has DTS, X 2.0, virtual 7.1 surround sound. That's actually pretty cool and accurate. So cool points specifically for FPS games, because the fact that you can be aware of where your enemies are, like the footsteps and the gunshot. For me personally, I don't play FPS games, but I do play like adventure games or stuff like that, so you can hear like the wind coming from this side and then blowing on that side, or like the fire crackling here. You get the whole thing. It's surround sound. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can also control your microphone. Now that's one of the things that I'm not a big fan of the headset. The mic quality is pretty bad.
I included the microphone in this specific scene. Anyway, yeah, this is what it sounds like. Oh, that's why you have the banana thing. Sometimes they do that. I'm right in front of the electric fan right now. I don't know if you can hear the fan blowing into the microphone. Ito, yung microphone, like the gain and stuff. This one, I don't know. What does it sound like? Cause I think the blue voice makes it better, but I don't know. Yan ang perfect. Really? Well, I enabled the blue voice thingy.
I wouldn't say that it's bad, but it's not too great either, especially if you're coming from a USB mic like this mono something. I made a review about this mic. You can check out the video. The link is somewhere down in the description below. But not a deal breaker for me, because I don't use the headset mic a lot. But you know what's actually pretty cool about it is that when I'm on a Discord call with my friends and I have to leave my computer, like I have to brush my teeth, or if I have to pick up food outside, or I don't know, just doing my business, number one or number two, I could still keep them on my headphones and I could still communicate with them. Basically, I was doing number two, and I wanted to talk to them. It's just, I guess what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot more freedom, especially with the 20-meter range. I mean, no cables, bro. It is so freeing. That's also one of the reasons why I like these headphones, because it's wireless. It came with a dongle, which I'm not gonna lie is pretty huge, and I wish it could be like a little dongle, but for 20 meters, bro, it's really not that bad. I actually really like it. Now let's talk about the comfort. This thing is probably one of the most comfortable thing that I have ever worn. It's so comfortable because it's so lightweight. It's probably one of the lightest headsets that I've ever owned or that I've ever experienced. The padding that you see here is made out of memory foam, and it's breathable mesh, which means you won't get all sweaty for wearing this for hours. It doesn't feel hot at all. Although I'm not gonna lie, the first time that I tried this on, it is so tight because it's my first time using it. And I used to put this in my plushie just to kind of like stretch it before I use it for streaming, but that was like before. Now it's like it's used to my head, and it doesn't get loose because I don't know, this is made of some kind of like plastic or rubber band. It's just rubber band, which is so freaking cool. You will feel its tightness. You will feel this, like, just it's crushing your bones. It's crushing your skull. It's really uncomfortable. And when I first tried it on, I was like, oh my god, am I regretting this buy? Am I gonna have to return this and just get my money back, because it is so not comfortable. But using it a couple more times and just giving it the benefit of the doubt, believing that it will fit me, it will fit the right size of my head, it did, and now I love it. And now the comfort is like 10 out of 10 for me. But if you do have a big head, well, I have a small head, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like a teeny tiny lady. If you have a big head, that might be a problem, so I suggest that you also stretch her out, you know. You also stretch it out so it won't be too tight. Now let's talk about the RGB. Man, look at this shit. Wow, I love how the RGB can be like stoic, like you could just choose a specific color for it. Obviously it's very aesthetic and pleasing to look at, right? Unless you're a real RGB hater. I don't blame you. RGBs can be really too much sometimes, and I love the RGB in the headphones, but it's not too, like, it's not too much, you know. It's just this one line over here. Although I think the RGB lights are going to be even more noticeable in the black version of the headphones, because as you can see here, it's definitely noticeable, but it's just way noticeable in the black version of the headphones. But I'm not regretting buying the white ones because it's so pretty. Definitely like the white version than the black one, just for my reference, just for my preference. Also, the delay is like fairly noticeable. I didn't even notice it. Sometimes do karaoke streams on my stream, and you can totally karaoke with this thing. Like, there's no delay. The suspension band is the reason why this headset is so light, because you could just... oh my god. Sorry, I just ate at some samgyup today. It's really good. One of the reasons why it is so lightweight and so comfortable is because of the suspension bands. As you can see here, it's the band is what's sitting on your head, not the entire body of the headset, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit worried that it might wear out, especially if someone who again has a bigger head is using this. It might get worn out pretty soon, and I don't like the fact that you can only adjust this by 2 options. I mean, not for me. It'll probably be bad for you, but not for me. Who knows? But what's good about this is that the bands are customizable. There's lots of other designs online. You can look it up. Personally, I'm pretty okay with the design that it came with the box. I'm very happy about that. It really matches my entire aesthetic. You can notice it more in the dark. Let me try to turn off my light here. Why is it not turning off? Dude, okay. There. That looks pretty. Like, I feel like I'm in some kind of Star Trek, no, Star Wars. Sorry, I don't watch Star Wars. Don't come at me. And sometimes I do like to stream like this just because I like being in the dark, because, well, darkness. It has 29 hours playtime without the RGB, but the battery drains so fast when the RGB is on, which is kind of a bit of a problem for me because I like it on only when I'm streaming. Obviously I turn it off when I'm not streaming because I like it on while I'm streaming because I like to flex the RGBs in them. It's not too bad. It's just it drains quicker than the lights off, which is pretty obvious, and honestly that's okay with me. You can't have everything in life. Also, it charges in like 4 hours. Hi again from the future. So I'm editing right now while I'm charging the headphones, as you can see, and I realized that I'm using a very fast charging charger that I got for my Samsung phone, and it is so fast. Like it's so fast to charge. Just saying. Okay, back to the other me. When you first plug it in, it will light up in green, which means it's probably charging. And when the battery is draining, it will give you this warning that you need to charge. It has obviously a power button, an infinite wheel to control the volume. There's a mic mute button, and these are all remappable. Remappable, is that a thing? You can remap the buttons. Oh, and I recently just discovered this, but if you press the power button, it will say this:
battery 80%.
That's so cool, honestly. I didn't know that existed until I accidentally touched it. It is a bit frustrating that I can't use this in public because I cannot live without my earbuds on when I'm going outside, because music is life. Because it is not compatible for mobile and Xbox One. Now that's not really a big deal for me because I don't have an Xbox One. I've never had an Xbox One. I probably will never have an Xbox One, which is kind of sad. Okay, now honestly, I only wanted this for the aesthetics. And before you say things like, bruh, it's not a cheap headset. Like, why would you buy something just for the looks of it? First of all, I did not buy this for myself. Someone bought it for me from my wish list on Twitch. Because if you don't already know, I stream on twitch.tv/jlorea, and I recently made a video about how much I earned on Twitch in the first year that I'm streaming. So if you're interested in learning about a small streamer's income or like how it works, definitely check out the video. I will leave a link down in the description below, because getting gifts from my wishlist is also one of them, so check it out if you want to. It also reminds me to acknowledge today's sponsor, On.tv. On.tv is a magical place where you could get animated emotes, animated overlays, and basically all of like the basic stuff that you're gonna want for your streaming. Doesn't even matter if you're on Facebook gaming, if that's still a thing, YouTube or Twitch, you can use it anywhere. And the best of it all is that it hooks you up with a 50% discount if you use my link, which I'm going to be putting down in the description below. Thank you again, OWN, for sponsoring today's video. This is probably one of the cutest headsets out there, if not the cutest. No, I take that back. The cutest would be oh my god, the cutest would be definitely the cat headset earphone thingies, right? No, the most poggers, the poggiest, the most poggy. No, what is the term? The poggiest headset for streamers is probably the G733. So far, it's low-key very gamery, very streamery, you know, it's giving that hey yo, I'm a gamer vibe. Like, look at me. You know, the first time that I got this, I was like, oh bro, look at me, I'm now a streamer. Like, I never really considered myself as a streamer before because I don't have all of the cool gadgets, but now I'm one of them. I am one of those streamers who uses G733. Like, how cool is that? Even if all I do is plant crops and yell at the fish all day long, it still counts, okay? Should you get the G733? Now, if you're a streamer and if you feel like this is your aesthetics, I say go for it. I'm definitely enjoying this. So obviously I would give it a 5-star, and that's it for today's video. Oh, and before you go though, check out this other review thing that I made. Bye bye.